Emmanuel Macron's decision to close France's borders to UK food suppliers over fears a new strain of coronavirus could spread across Europe is costing some British fishermen a staggering £5 million per day. The gobsmacking figure was revealed by the chief executive of Seafood Scotland, Donna Fordyce, who told Sky News most of the products held at Dover and Kent were meant for the Spanish market. She said, "At the moment it's £5 million a day that goes out for this week. This week is the busiest week of the year for Scottish seafood going into the European market. So we're looking at £5 million a day being lost." The United Kingdom was stuck in COVID-19 isolation on Tuesday after much of the world cut off travel ties due to a highly infectious new coronavirus strain, halting one of Europe's most important trade routes just days before the Brexit cliff edge. With queues of trucks snaking to the horizon in England and supermarket shelves stripped just days before Christmas, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson scrambled to get French President Emmanuel Macron to lift a ban on freight from Britain. Johnson and his advisors said the mutated variant of the novel coronavirus, which could be up to 70% more transmissible, was spreading rapidly but that it had been identified because British scientists were so efficient at genomic surveillance. The BBC cited France's Europe Minister Clement Beaune as saying that Britain and France would announce a deal to restart freight by Wednesday. "We speak to our colleagues in France constantly on a range of issues and that work has been underway over the last 24 hours and will continue today," British Home Secretary Priti Patel told Sky News. "We'll see what materializes today." Britain's border crisis led to some panic buying in the country. Shoppers stripped shelves in some supermarkets of turkey, toilet roll, bread and vegetables. While the government said there was enough food for Christmas, market leader Tesco and number 2 player Sainsbury's both said food supplies would be affected if the disruption continued. Supermarkets are seeking to source more from Britain and looking into alternative transport for produce from Europe, including using ferries directly from Spain and increasing stock from the Netherlands. Andrew Opie, Director of Food and Sustainability at the British Retail Consortium, said the borders really need to be running pretty much freely from tomorrow to assure us that there won't be any disruption. He told BBC Radio 4's Today program, "There is a problem potentially directly after Christmas and that is really in fresh produce, so we're talking here about things like salad, vegetables, fresh fruit, of which the vast majority come from Europe at this time. The problem actually is empty lorries, so the empty lorries which are now stuck in Kent, they need to get back to places like Spain to pick up the next consignment of raspberries and strawberries and they need to get back within the next day or so, otherwise we will see disruption."